Abraham Lincoln is remembered as the man who held a divided nation together during its darkest hour. But what made him truly great wasn't just winning a war. It was the way he led, with honesty, empathy, and unwavering belief in human dignity. This is the story of how one man, born in a log cabin, changed the course of American history. Let's dive in. Lincoln was born in 1809 in a small log cabin in Kentucky. He had less than 1 year of formal education, but he had a hunger for learning. He would walk miles just to borrow a book. People called him Honest Abe, a nickname he earned even as a young store clerk, returning pennies to customers he had accidentally shortchanged. When Lincoln became president in 1861, the country was falling apart. 11 southern states had seceded over the issue of slavery. A brutal civil war was inevitable. Lincoln didn't want war, he wanted unity. But he refused to compromise on one thing, that all people are created equal. In 1863, he issued the Emancipation Proclamation, a bold move that declared enslaved people in Confederate states to be free. It turned the war into a fight not just for the Union, but for human freedom. One winter night during the war, Lincoln visited a military hospital. A young soldier, too injured to speak, was barely hanging on. Lincoln walked to his bedside, took his hand and said, "You've done your duty, soldier. Now rest." The young man died with a smile. Lincoln didn't have to be there, but he chose to again and again. That was his greatness. Not just in politics, but in personal kindness. Just days after the Civil War ended, Lincoln was assassinated in April 1865. The country mourned deeply. He had preserved the Union, ended slavery, and proven that leadership could be both strong and compassionate. Today, his words live on. From the Gettysburg Address to the phrase "government of the people, by the people, for the people," Lincoln gave voice to the American ideal. Lincoln didn't seek greatness. He earned it one choice at a time. In a world full of division, his story reminds us that character matters, and that true leadership is always rooted in humility, courage, and justice. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this real story from history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more calm, soothing talks.